In the high-stakes arena of elite military training, where sweat and determination forge unbreakable warriors, a young recruit named Sarah battled against her own limits day after day. She stumbled through every obstacle, her dreams hanging by a thread, until a single, sharp command from a battle-hardened SEAL commander ignited a fire within her. This true story reveals how one moment of raw insight can shatter barriers, turning repeated defeat into soaring victory, and proving that true growth blooms from the ashes of failure. Sarah grew up in a small town in Texas, where the flat horizons stretched endlessly under a relentless sun. Her father, a retired Marine, filled her childhood with tales of honor and duty, sparking a fire in her heart to serve her country. At 22, she enlisted in the Navy, dreaming of becoming part of something bigger than herself. But dreams don't always match reality. Basic training was tough, but when she aimed for the elite BUD/S program, the gateway to SEAL teams, now open to women, the real test began. Sarah was strong-willed, with a runner's build and sharp mind, but the physical demands crushed her. Push-ups left her arms shaking, runs turned her legs to jelly, and swimming drills felt like drowning in doubt. Instructors barked orders, and classmates pushed forward, but Sarah lagged. Her first combat drill, a simulated urban assault, ended in disaster. She tripped over debris, missed her targets, and got killed in the exercise within minutes. The after-action review was brutal. "You're not cutting it, recruit. This isn't a game." Sarah's face burned with shame, but she gritted her teeth. Nights in the barracks were lonely. She'd stare at the ceiling, replaying her mistakes. Why couldn't she sync her movements? Her teammates whispered encouragement, but pity lingered in their eyes. Another drill came, a night navigation through dense woods with heavy packs. Sarah got lost, her compass spinning in confusion, and arrived hours late, exhausted and defeated. The pattern repeated. Failure in hand-to-hand combat, where opponents pinned her easily. Botched rope climbs that left blisters and bruises. Instructors noted her effort but shook their heads. Heart's there, but execution's missing. Sarah questioned everything. Was she too weak? Too slow? Letters from home urged her on. Her mom wrote, "You've got the spirit of your dad in you." But doubt crept in like fog. She pushed harder in solo workouts, lifting weights until her muscles screamed, running extra miles at dawn. Yet in team drills, it all fell apart. Pressure built like a storm. One evening, after failing a live-fire exercise, her shots wild, her position exposed, she sat alone on the beach, waves crashing, tears mixing with salt spray. "Maybe I'm not meant for this," she whispered to the sea. But quitting wasn't her blood. The next phase loomed. Advanced tactics with guest trainers from active SEAL units. Sarah vowed to try again, unaware that change was coming. Her body ached, but her resolve flickered like a distant light. Little did she know, one voice would flip the script. The training intensified as weeks blurred into a grind of mud, sweat, and endless repetition. Sarah's group moved to simulated battlefield scenarios, where every mistake could cost lives in the exercise. In one drill, they stormed a mock enemy compound under cover of darkness. Sarah's role was point scout, stealthy advance, signal threats. But her boots crunched too loudly on gravel, alerting guards. Chaos erupted, paint rounds flew, and she was hit first, dragging her team down. The debrief stung. Sloppy awareness, recruit. "You're a liability." Sarah nodded, swallowing pride, but inside frustration boiled. She analyzed videos of her runs, seeing hesitation in every step. "Why do I freeze?" she muttered during late-night study sessions. Her bunkmate, Mike, a burly guy from Ohio, offered tips. "Breathe deep, trust your gut." But in the next drill, a hostage rescue simulation, it happened again. Sarah breached a door too slowly, fumbled her weapon, and the hostage was lost. Instructors yelled, "Speed and precision. You're killing your own." Classmates avoided her gaze during meals, the unspoken fear that she'd wash out. Sarah's confidence eroded like sand. She wrote in her journal, "Every failure feels heavier. Am I holding them back?" Physical therapy sessions revealed no injuries. It was mental, they said. Overthinking, the doc noted. She tried meditation apps, visualization techniques, picturing success. But reality hit hard in an underwater endurance drill. Treading water with gear, she panicked as fatigue set in, surfacing early while others endured. Weak link, an instructor grumbled. Sarah's emails home grew sparse. She didn't want to admit defeat. Then came the obstacle course relay, a beast of walls, barbed wire crawls, and tire flips. Her section failed time limits because she slipped on a rope swing, splashing into mud. Teammates patted her back, but tension simmered. "We gotta make it as a unit," Mike said gently. Sarah trained alone at night, pushing limits until blisters bled. Doubt whispered quit, but memories of her dad's stories, surviving Vietnam through sheer will, kept her going. Rumors spread of a special visitor, a SEAL commander from Real Ops, coming to observe. Sarah shrugged it off, focused on survival. In a close-quarters combat session, she faced off against a skilled opponent. Punches glanced, holds slipped. She ended pinned again. Bruised ego matched her body. As the sun set, she jogged the perimeter, mind racing. Something's got to give, she thought. The commander's arrival was unannounced, his presence like a shadow. He watched silently, eyes sharp as knives. Sarah felt the weight, but pushed on, unaware her turning point neared. Failures mounted like waves, crashing endlessly, each one eroding Sarah's spirit a little more. The program entered its harshest phase, multi-day evolutions mimicking real missions, with sleep deprivation and constant pressure. In one, a long-range patrol through rugged terrain, Sarah's navigation errors led the team astray, costing precious time. Lost again? Get it together, the lead instructor snapped. Exhaustion blurred her vision, but excuses weren't allowed. Back at base, she collapsed on her bunk, body sore, mind fractured. Whispers among recruits grew. "She's trying, but..." Sarah overheard, heart sinking. She confided in a mentor, an older female officer. "I feel like I'm drowning." The response, "Find your anchor." But what was it? Another drill, airborne insertion simulation from tower, saw her hesitate at the edge, fear gripping her. She jumped late, landing off target, injured in the scenario. Classmates grumbled, unity frayed. Sarah's self-talk turned negative. "You're not enough." She pored over training manuals, practiced knots, and signals until fingers numbed. Yet in a team ambush setup, her delayed reaction exposed positions, ending the exercise in defeat. The after report was merciless. Hesitation kills. Tears came in private. She punched her pillow, vowing change. Home calls brought mixed comfort. Her brother said, proud no matter what. But pride demanded more. The SEAL commander, Lieutenant Commander Reyes, had been observing for days, his notebook filled with notes. A veteran of countless ops, with scars from Iraq and Afghanistan, he saw potential buried under fear. During a break, he pulled her aside briefly, but said nothing profound, just watched. Sarah felt judged, redoubling efforts. In the next big drill, a full combat assault with blanks and smoke, she charged but misread cues, firing too soon and alerting enemies. Team casualties piled up. Post-drill, exhaustion hit. She sat apart, questioning her path. Why keep failing? The commander approached groups, offering quiet advice, but skipped her. Doubt peaked. Maybe washout was inevitable. She packed a bag mentally, ready to quit. But one final evolution loomed. A capstone drill combining all skills. Sarah steeled herself, unaware Reyes had seen enough. His one command waited, poised to unlock her cage. The capstone drill dawned under gray skies, tension thick as fog. Sarah's team geared up for the ultimate test. Infiltrate a hostile zone, neutralize threats, extract a VIP. Instructors warned, this decides futures. Sarah's hands trembled, buckling her vest, mind swirling with past flops. Reyes stood on the sidelines, arms crossed, expression unreadable. The signal came, they moved out. Sarah on flank, heart pounding. Early on, she spotted movement, a sentry, and signaled quietly. Progress felt good, but old habits lurked. At a choke point, a narrow ravine, hesitation struck. Cross now or wait. She froze a second too long. Teammates pushed past. The team advanced, but barely. Reyes noted it, brow furrowing. Deeper in, combat erupted. Blanks popped. Smoke billowed. Sarah aimed, fired true for once, downing a target. Adrenaline surged. But in the chaos, she lost position, scrambling to regroup. The VIP room neared. Breach time. As point, Sarah kicked the door. Success. But inside, hostile swarmed. She fought, but moves were clunky, getting wounded. Team completed the objective, but her errors slowed them. Debrief loomed. Sarah braced for criticism. Reyes stepped forward, voice cutting through murmurs. Halt. All froze. He locked eyes on Sarah. Stop fighting yourself. The command hit like thunder. Simple, direct. You're your own enemy. Trust the training, let go. It clicked. All her overthinking, self-doubt, the mental chains. Reyes elaborated briefly. In the field, hesitation dies. But so does forcing it. Flow. Sarah absorbed it, a light bulb moment. No magic fix, but a shift in perspective. The team reran a segment. This time, she breathed deep, moved instinctively. No freeze, clean execution. Reyes nodded approval. That one command pierced her barriers, revealing the warrior inside. With Reyes' words echoing, "Stop fighting yourself," Sarah transformed overnight, though change was hard-won. Redrills became her proving ground. In navigation exercises, she trusted instincts over constant checks, arriving on time. Teammates noticed, "You're locked in now." Confidence built like muscle. Hand-to-hand sessions saw her anticipate moves, countering swiftly. No more pins. She held her own, even won bouts. Instructors raised eyebrows. "What's different?" Sarah smiled inwardly. One command unlocked flow. The program ended with a final evaluation, a grueling 72-hour mission sim. Sleep scarce, body push, but she flowed. Scouted threats accurately, fired precisely, led a sub-team flawlessly. Objective secured, she radioed, voice steady. Graduation day, Reyes shook her hand. "You got it." Sarah stood tall, sealed, tried and earned. One of the first women. Years later, in real ops, that command saved lives, including hers in a tense Afghan raid. She rose to instructor, passing the wisdom. Trust yourself. From failure's depths to triumph's peak, Sarah's journey proved one insight can redefine everything, inspiring recruits that growth awaits beyond self-doubt. 24.1 Sexpert.